Falling down is inevitable, but rising back up is where your strength lies. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Steve Maraboli. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Nelson Mandela. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and responsibility to pick yourself up. Mary Holloway. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. Maya Angelou. The human capacity for burden is like bamboo, far more flexible than you'd ever believe at first glance. Jodi Picoult. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. J.K. Rowling. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. C.S. Lewis. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. Lou Holtz. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Christopher Reeve. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Mary Ann Radmacher. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Unknown. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Henry Ford. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Khalil Gibran. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. John Kabat-Zinn. Persistence and resilience only come from having been given the chance to work through difficult problems. Yevert Tooley. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you will look back and realize your struggles changed your life for the better. Unknown. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. The world breaks everyone, and afterward. Some are strong at the broken places. Ernest Hemingway. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. Robert Jordan. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Robert H. Schuller. If you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Arthur Ashe. Be like a tree, and let the dead leaves drop. Rumi. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Helen Keller. Difficulties are meant to rouse, not discourage. The human spirit is to grow strong by conflict. William Ellery Channing. Adversity causes some men to break, others to break records. William Arthur Ward. Never let a stumble in the road be the end of your journey. Unknown. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less good than the one you had before. Elizabeth Edwards. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Robert Chew. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Unknown. You are never given anything in this world that you can't handle. Unknown. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. Unknown. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. Ricky Rogers. In the midst of winter, I found there was, within me, an invincible summer. Albert Camus. Patience and perseverance have a magical effect before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish. John Quincy Adams. You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it. Unknown. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. Susan Gale. Resilience is all about being able to overcome the unexpected. Sustainability is about survival. The goal of resilience is to thrive. J.J. Cassio. Do not be embarrassed by your scars. They are proof that you fought and survived. Paulo Coelho. Life is very interesting. In the end, Some of your greatest pains become your greatest strengths. Drew Barrymore.